Yo, what's up guys, I'm back going to review here. This time we have this 86 Hero Keane. Now if you do remember last year, I used this card and I also reviewed him and I really enjoyed him. So I thought, why not go for another year? Let's try him out. So in the 19 match I played with him, I got the 20 goals and 17 assists, which is a crazy record considering I've got Neymar, Messi and also Fifa contributing as well. On stat sensor, he's 5'9", got the high medium work rate. He's right footed with the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now on alternative positions, he can only play the striker and centre forward, which is a little bit unfortunate. They can't play cam or like left mid or something like that. But with that being said, still alright. So on stats sensor, he's got 87 pace, 88 shooting, 76 passing, 88 passing and 76 physical. So overall, it looks like quite a decent striker. He's got the leadership trait and also the finesse trait, so no outside the foot trait, but that doesn't really matter this year too much. But I'll think more about that after on the positive negative side of things. If you do enjoy the clips or want to see more, please do subscribe. It genuinely does help the channel out a lot. And if you do enjoy, let me know down in the comments down below and I'll do more for you. But I've got nothing more to say, so enjoy the long clips and I'll see you after. Peace.
Just from beneath the sand, days can take me across, seem so far away. Across this universe, she lives another day. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. when she's so far away.
So, on to my own thoughts about the card then. Now, I'll kick off straight away and say a bold statement. I think he's the second best hero I've used so far this year. Now, obviously, that's not including defenders. I mean attackers only. The only one I've not really tried out is JSzonda. I've tried all the rest of them. I think Di Natale might be on par. I know a lot of people might disagree with me on that, but that Di Natale card for me was a little bit hit and miss at times. But this Keane card, I don't know, he just seemed to hit different with him. I feel like the only one I've used is better. Strangely enough, it's actually a Kotcha. But anyway, we'll go through then. So the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot is very, very nice. And it's got a special out weak foot, very, very deadly. Probably feels more like a 5-star weak foot, honestly. Obviously, would miss a few chances here and there, but I'll go into that in a minute. But overall, the 4-star weak foot, very, very good. And obviously, the 4-star skills goes hand in hand with it with a 5'9" height. So all around, very, very nice for that. You'd want the 5-star skills, but overall, not bad. Now, the pace for me felt really good, to be fair. Generally speaking, not as fast as Vinny or something like that, but he generally felt faster than Figo, and Figo's actually got the faster of cards. But I would recommend the Hunt's Chem style just to boost it a little bit, because in his 5'9", he will need that acceleration and burst from God to get away from those Van Dijks, stuff like that. Now the shooting for me, one of his better attributes. I felt the shooting was very, very good. I know he missed a few chances, like 3 or 4 for me, but overall a very, very deadly card overall in shooting. The finishing is one of his better attributes, honestly. Probably maybe third best finisher for the heroes I've used this year. Probably behind Gavu and maybe something like a Di Natale. And his card is very, very good for finishing. Honestly, top tier. He's got the long shots in his locker. He's got the finishing. He's got the weak foot. He's got a very, very good attack position. Like, when Figo's feeding the ball, he would always be on the last man to burst from goal and stuff like that, which was really, really nice. Now, the passing for me, very, very hit and miss. You'd have a few really good passing and then a few really, really bad ones. He's got 17 assists for me, to be fair, so you can't knock that, say he's got bad passing, but he has overall. That long pass is very, very woeful, so stay away from that if you can. Now, the dribbling for me generally felt really good, to be fair. The agility feels a lot higher than what it is. Obviously, you run it like 90 base, but generally speaking, because he's 5'9", he will be able to twist and turn and get away from those centre-backs. Now, the reactions for me, this is probably why the dribbling stat feels so good, because the reactions are the reactions to the ball, and he does react really well, to be fair, and be able to twist and turn really nicely. Not Messi level, don't get me wrong, but it is still very, very good and very, very deadly. Now, this is maybe why his finishing was a little bit inconsistent at times. Obviously, as I've said, very good at shooting, but this is why he maybe missed a few. The composure was a little bit low at times. Obviously, the 87 is still quite good, but for a hero card, for 300k, is a little bit low, don't get me wrong. Now, onto his air ability. Now, this is where this card lacks a little bit. He's not really good in the air, and he's also not got the best of strength and aggression, so he will get pushed off quite easily. But he has got another bad balance, so overall, can probably hold off those fullbacks, but those big centre-backs, I don't know about that one. Now, the stamina for me is one of his better attributes. He'll be able to run all game for you, especially with the right instructions as a striker. I highly recommend you playing striker. I don't really think he played wide or cam, to be honest. I think this guy's a sole striker. And obviously, since he's got the Republic of Ireland, he's not really got the best of links, don't get me wrong. But with that being said, the stamina is very, very, very nice of a card. So you will be able to run all game and then probably not bring him off. But that's all for my overall thoughts. Now let's go on to overall scores. So, onto my overall scores then. Now, if you don't know how this works, I write each individual stat, so the pace, the shooting, the passing, etc. out of 10, and I also give you a value for coins and overall score rating, just to give you more insight on the card, just to give you more in-depth, because I feel like you do need that in a review. If you're watching a review, you really do want to know what's good and bad about that card, so we'll go through it then. So the pace for me, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. He's not electric, don't get me wrong, but when you're on that last man with a really good attack position that he's got, it doesn't really matter, to be fair. He'll still be able to burst past them and still get away from them when possible. Now, the shooting for me, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I genuinely feel like it's one of the best shooters I've used for heroes, as I've said. Really good. And the 4-star weak foot generally feels like a 5-star weak foot. So overall, very, very good shooting. Now, the passing for me, even though he's got 17 assists, is very, very inconsistent. I know that long pass, he's just 64, so it's very, very low, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the short pass and the vision aren't too bad, so he'll be able to do the 1-2s. So overall for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I do think that's fair. Now, over the dribbling stat, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong. It's probably one of his worst aspects. But that being said, it's still one of like an amazing aspect for him. Because he's got that 86 agility, it does feel a little bit low at times. Because he's 5'9", it kind of counteracts it at times. So take it that how you will necessarily. Now, the physicals for me, the one that matters is the stamina, and he's got that in abundance. So overall for this, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I don't think any higher purely because he's not got the good strength. If he had the amazing strength and the head actually was still bad, I'd probably give it more like a 9. Because that strength of this card would be insane. And just allows him to not get pushed off the ball. So that agility wouldn't matter too much. But on overall score then, I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. Genuinely one of the best cards I've used this year so far, and I always have a sweet for this hero card. I don't know why, I don't even sport Spurs or anything like that. I just feel like it's a very, very good card every year. But on value for coins then, so coming in around 300k, do I think it's worth it? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for value for coins. I do think he's better than that Gavu card overall. Maybe not better than the Koch because the Koch offers more overall. But generally speaking, he's a very, very desirable card. And especially since he's got those Prem links this year. Maybe not the Republic of Ireland, but the Prem links definitely. So I'm definitely going to pick this up and use a Hunt Kemp style striker. And you'll work wonders with him. But that's all from my view as always. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It genuinely does help the channel a lot. But I've got nothing more, so see you on the next video and peace out, guys.